want to ask you, Kamruzaman Chaudhary, this question. 48 hours after this ghastly incident with a 14-year-old young, specially abled child who possibly didn't even know what to do, how to express herself, or fight back those monsters who were trying to take advantage of her. Not one word, not one tweet. Your leaders are very, very forthcoming on social media. They are very forthcoming when there are such incidents in other states. They are also on the road to making Ladki Hoon Lad Sakti Hoon a campaign in an election that's happening in Uttar Pradesh. But because there is no election in Rajasthan, and because there is a Congress government in Rajasthan, and because there is no arrest 48 hours later after this incident, Kamruzaman Chaudhary doesn't even deserve condemnation, or at least finding out why this is happening in your state and at least bringing the guilty to book. Kamruzaman Chaudhary?
Yeah, Navika, the basic point that you are asking out here is that why the heinous crime, the most shameful crime against a woman folk in this world has been committed in Alwar. Whether it was Unnao, whether Hathras, or let's say Nirbhaya case, or now the Alwar case, or the Hyderabad case, these are all to be condemned. There is no doubt about it. Now, when you are questioning the point that why has not the leaders tweeted about it, or why have they not issued a statement against this? Now, let me just...
Yes, they have not condemned, sir, because they condemned in Hathras, they condemned it in Unnao. Why are they not condemning it in Alwar? Why? Because Alwar is a Congress-ruled state?
No. Just let me explain. A crime has been committed. Whether it has been a rape incident, whether it has been a, what you call this, that I cannot justify, or I cannot tell you what has actually happened. The Chief Minister of Rajasthan, Ashok Gehlot ji, has summoned the IG, has asked him for a specific report within a time frame. The DGP is on the spot inquiring about it. The entire state administration machinery from the top brass is inquiring into the incident. Ashok Gehlot, he has personally taken interest in this, and we hope that within the next few hours, the investigation will...
We are grateful for that, Kamruzaman Chaudhary and Sanju Verma. 48 hours later, not one single arrest, and Mr. Kamruzaman Chaudhary wants us to believe that Ashok Gehlot, the Chief Minister, is taking personal interest, so we should be thankful to him. And because the other leaders are preoccupied with elections in Uttar Pradesh, we should not ask them for any reactions, because reactions come only in Hathras or Unnao. But Alwar, they are too busy to respond. Is that an explanation that you would possibly believe in?
No, never. Why do you want to connect?
Okay, you had your say. Please now let me speak. Navika, it's absolutely shameful that Priyanka Gandhi Vadra actually broke police barricades. She violated section 144 that was imposed during the Hathras incident, to rein in passions which were running high. And this lady Priyanka Gandhi Vadra has not even, forget condemnation, she has not even tweeted expressing regret on the Alwar incident, where a 14-year-old girl was not only gang raped, but was brutally mutilated thereafter. And I just want to draw your attention to one thing, Navika. Be it Bikaner, be it Udaipur, be it Jaipur, be it Alwar, be it Mount Abu. There is no place in Rajasthan which is safe for women. Just last month, 560 incidents of rape and sexual assault were reported. And the Congress spokesperson is waxing eloquent about Ashok Gehlot. Let me remind you, on the floor of the Assembly in March 2021, Ashok Gehlot actually had the audacity to say that most often Dalit women are not victims. They try and ensnare people from upper caste, and when the relationship does not work out, they try foul and say that they have been raped. This is a statement which is in public domain. Nothing can be more shameful than a chief minister on the floor of the assembly trying to insinuate that women actually
Dr. Anand
are not
Ranganathan,
victims, but
Dr.
are
Anand Ranganathan, I don't even know where to begin from. This is a 14-year-old specially abled child that we are talking about. And her intestines have been gouged out. Covered in a pool of blood, she was discovered on 11th of January. Today we are on 13th of January. Not one arrest, not one statement. I want to ask you, are our conscience as a collective country are dead? I have no problem. Rape anywhere should be condemned and every government should be shaken up and asked to answer, and there have to be quick action that has to be taken. The guilty have to be brought to book, and that's why there was a new law that was brought in, in the wake of 2012 and Nirbhaya case. But can it be selective? That if it is Unnao and Hathras, we will react, but because it is Rajasthan, we will not react? Do political parties, do political leaders have that choice? And does that smell of, this event of making women empowered? Or is that all a sham only because you're looking for a profile and an election that you want to win? The rest doesn't matter.
No, Navika, this is really most unfortunate. I think, I don't know how to put it. Maybe when are they going to wake up? The Congress state of Rajasthan is burning while the scions of the Nero dynasty are playing fiddle. Are they oblivious to the fact that they are out of tune with reality? India can see through their games. And the whole point of the matter is, Navika, just, a couple of minutes, the most horrendous of crimes that we have witnessed in recent times have occurred in Rajasthan.
What has the Congress party
Most horrendous. And they have been, now, Mr. Chaudhary, this is very unfair. Navika, you have to please ask him to be silent. I was totally silent when he was talking.
What nonsense you are speaking out here, Mr.
Navika?
I respected you so
Kamruzaman
Chaudhary, pick up the NCRB Bureau readings and you'll find the maximum number of rapes in Rajasthan. Now, I don't want to make this about partisan politics because this is a heinous crime against women. But it would just help. I don't have time, 30 seconds to you, Anand Ranganathan. Wouldn't it just help if somebody just woke up and use the same language that they use for rapes in other parts of the country for a state that is administered by their own government?
Navika, I'm sorry, I demand a minute because I was interrupted by Mr. Chaudhary, who was clearly rattled by what I was going to say. The fact of the matter is the rape incidence rate of Rajasthan is 3 times that of UP. Rajasthan tops the charts with a crime against Dalits rate of 55.6 compared to UP's 28.6. Where there exist dozens of instances of blatant Rajasthan police and state inaction in rape cases, to cite just one. The recent case in July 2020 of a woman in Ramgarh in Alwar who was brutally raped but then jumped in a well because police refused to act. Her father hung from himself from a tree. There was no state compensation. There are hundreds of cases like this. But Rahul and Priyanka Gandhi will not highlight that total crime in Rajasthan has increased by 31% compared to last year. Rape by 38%. Their minions like Mr. Chaudhary will take the time-tested excuse of more reporting of cases. The same excuse that every political party in power makes.
Well, I don't know. These statistics, these are numbers. 38% more of rapes. Well, it doesn't cover the pain of every single woman, of every single parent who's had to see this happen to their child. And especially in a case where there is a specially abled child going through this. I think shame on us as a nation that we can't even condemn it and we don't have time to ask for answers. And when we ask why there are no arrests 48 hours later, we are just told that the Chief Minister is taking personal interest. Well, my heart cries for this young child and my heart goes out to the parents because statistics don't tell the story of pain in the hearts of those families which have to see this and go through this first person. Think about it. as I